Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Super Gaming Minute, the channel dedicated to all things Nintendo and gaming. So, the newest edition of the Nintendo Switch family has finally been revealed by Nintendo, and it wasn't exactly what fans have been asking for. Now, that's not to say that the new Nintendo Switch OLED isn't a welcome addition to the family, especially for Nintendo fans that don't currently own a Switch. But it's not exactly what the majority of Nintendo fans were looking forward to, or even what we necessarily need at this time. Or actually even what Nintendo needs at this time. Especially with the newest generation of gaming systems out and in the hands of gamers, these new systems are really starting to show a huge gap between the Switch and what is actually possible. Or is this just a small peek into Nintendo's overall vision when it comes to the Nintendo Switch family? Is the Switch OLED really all that we'll see from Nintendo? Will it end up being the pinnacle Switch system? The most powerful and most impressive version? Or will we still be getting a new version of the Switch or Switch Pro later on in the future? Well, let's start a conversation. Let's look into Nintendo's past and see if we can uncover some clues to help reinforce the possibility of an actual Switch Pro coming sometime within the next few years. But before we get into everything, do not forget to like the video. We, as you probably are aware, are a very small channel, and the only way for this channel to grow is with your help. Liking the video gets the hands in the screens of more people who might normally miss out on this video who might actually like the content we put out. Also, do not forget to subscribe to Super Gaming Minute if you guys like talking all things Nintendo and gaming. We release 1 to 2 new videos a week, and the only way to stay up to date with everything would be to subscribe to Super Gaming Minute and to ring the notification bell. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. So where should I start with this? Well, first of all, in case you guys somehow missed it, Nintendo did a really Nintendo thing and shadow dropped its next big offering into the Nintendo Switch family. That being the Nintendo Switch Switch OLED, which offers a larger 7-inch screen with superior brightness and deeper, more convincing contrast. Nintendo has also included improved speakers, a larger, more sturdy kickstand, and a LAN port on the redesigned dock, all in a machine that retails for $350. However, there's no boost to the console's power when compared to the original Switch and the Switch Lite, and the battery capacity is the same as the original Switch model. To be specific, the improved 2019 iteration. These upgrades are definitely nice to see. It's nice to see that the Nintendo Switch is at the same level as the PS Vita. Thank you. I'll be here all night. All jokes aside though, this new version of the Nintendo Switch will be nice for a lot of gamers who either don't currently have a Switch, or current Switch owners who enjoy their Switch on the go, or predominantly in handheld mode. I, on the other hand, mostly use my Switch docked, so the only real win for me here is the new dock. It looks a little nicer, it has softer corners, and I suppose the built-in LAN support. As for the console itself, it's nice that they have doubled the internal storage to 64 gigs. Although this isn't much of an upgrade in itself, and both a LAN adapter and a memory card will do the same job for a lot less money. But I digress. Is a Switch Pro still on the books? Or is the OLED model really all we'll be seeing? Well, other than a few big details, the majority of the rumored upgrades that we heard would be coming have actually been shown on the Switch OLED. Quoting an article by Nintendo Life, some of the reports tied to what was believed to be the Switch Pro have been validated by the announcement of the Switch OLED model. For example, it was reported back in March 2021 that Samsung was mass producing a 7-inch 720p OLED panel for the Switch, with the aim to manufacture just under 1 million units per month and ship the first batch of panels to assemblers by July. This ties in perfectly with the Switch OLED model's release in October, so the rumors were on the money there. It's just that many people expected the panel to be included in a 4K ready console when docked, and Bloomberg sources suggest as much. Even Universal Display Corp, the company from which Samsung and many other firms license OLED tech, mentioned Switch Pro reports during its Q1 investor call. End quote. Additional rumors that were confirmed by the Switch OLED are the new kickstand and the inclusion of a LAN port on the redesigned dock. Now, this is all of the evidence we need to indicate that this Switch OLED is in fact the rumored Switch Pro. But on the other hand, why are there so many reports from respected publications such as the Wall Street Journal and Bloomberg of all people? We heard rumors of Nintendo asking its publishers to ensure that their software is 4K ready. Now, I touched on this fact in my last Switch Pro video. I mentioned that Nintendo plans to change the way the business looks at what a generation of consoles look like. It's extremely possible that they are just future-proofing their software to extend the life of Nintendo's hardware. This makes sense, right? Especially when it comes to Nintendo's handheld market. Guess how many versions of the Game Boy Advance there were? That's right, 7. And how many different renditions of the DS did we see? Yep, 9 different models of the DS. Of course we'll see a Switch Pro at some point in the future. It's bound to happen. Sooner or later, everyone's feelings and thoughts will be justified. Nintendo wants to prolong the life of the Switch, and this is exactly the way to do it. Make small changes throughout the years to keep the console relevant, prolonging the life of the console. Now, why would they do this? Because the console is selling. Sales hasn't slowed down once since the first came on the market, and there's no sign of stopping that momentum. Why come out with a completely new product every 5 years and risk another blunder like the Wii U? Everyone loves the Switch. Everyone will buy the Switch, and they'll keep buying new Nintendo Switch products for years to come. Does this business practice sound familiar to you? As for a proposed release date for the actual Switch Pro, well, according to Jeff Grubb, quoting his tweet from July 6th, I still have only ever personally heard 2022 for a Switch Pro. And if that still happens, I'll continue to speculate that it will have 4K output with a significantly more efficient chip with DLSS. Anyone think this is the last Switch from the company that released 6 3DS models? I couldn't have said it better myself, Jeff. Simply put, it's coming. Most likely next year, and the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that. We'll most likely see 4 or 5 more Nintendo Switch models released in the subsequent years after these models. And you know what, guys? This is great news. Gone will be the days of backwards compatibility and repurchasing ports of older games from older systems, because the Switch will have them all. Wow. I really went down a rabbit hole with this one. Guys, this subject is a big one and it has so many moving parts. Keep in mind, everything that we've heard and are hearing are rumors. We need to realize that if we set our expectations too high, then that's on us. Whether or not this new Switch OLED is what we as current Nintendo Switch owners wanted or not, we need to remember that we might not be the demographic that Nintendo is trying to capture with this new system. Alright guys, and that is it. Now, the purpose of this video is not to continue with the rumors of a Switch Pro, but more to set the expectations and to help with not feeling so disappointed in the product that Nintendo recently released. Remember, this product might not be for you and might not be what you were expecting, but this is far from the last new Nintendo Switch we will see Nintendo release. I can just about guarantee that. Just about. Anyways guys, I hope you found some value in this video. I truly appreciate you all hanging out with me today. Please give the video a like to help get the channel into the homes of more people. Comment your thoughts on the Switch Pro debacle and your thoughts on if and when we'll finally see a Switch Pro. Also, do not forget to subscribe to Super Gaming Minute if you guys like talking all things Nintendo and gaming. We release about 1 to 2 videos a week, and the only way to stay up to date with each and every video will be to subscribe and to ring the notification bell. One last thing, I also started an Instagram page. I post there pretty much every single day. Give a follow there if you guys want additional content. And with that said, thank you again folks, and as always, keep on gaming.